Is the Cornermen Radio Live with BARZINI and BOXINGEYE? I thought about this matchup. Omar Figueroa versus Shawn Porter. Now, the reasons why I thought about this matchup, because Shawn Porter doesn't have a fight for this, his first fight coming back. And maybe Shawn Porter saying to himself, like, yo, I might not get Keith Thurman. I might not get Danny Garcia. So let me see if I can take out this Texas guy first and then fight Errol Spence in the fall. Now, my thing, I'm a big fan of Omar Figueroa. He has came on our show a couple of times. I totally high on Omar Figueroa, man. I think he's a monster, and I don't see him making 140. It's hard for me to see that. It's really hard for me to see that. And I think he's a top 10 welterweight. I think he can beat a lot of people at welterweight. I will highly favor him in a lot of matchups. And I think this might be a shock to the world, but I believe Omar Figueroa will beat the shit out of Shawn Porter. And my reasons why is I've seen Shawn Porter last fight with Adrien Granados. And that wasn't the Shawn Porter we all know now for. That wasn't the Shawn Porter bulldozer bully. He became the bully, became the runner. And I couldn't believe it. And Granados is like my dog, and at the end of the day, he's a 140 fighter. You know what I mean? I think he's one of the best at 140. So him running from Adrien Granados, who doesn't have knockout power, and you fighting a guy who weighs in 200 pounds like Omar Figueroa, who struggles to go down weight, and he comes to 147 fight Shawn Porter, I feel like he will beat Shawn Porter, man. You're going to see a different Shawn Porter again. I just can't see Shawn Porter beating Omar Figueroa. He will have to make a believer out of me. You know what I mean? But a lot of people don't know Omar Figueroa is one of the guys that beat Errol Spence in the amateurs, man. You know what I mean? Beat him in the, I forgot, what was it? I can't remember what it was, but so it's pretty interesting to see, man. What was your take on this fight?
Oh, man. I mean, like we were talking about, you bring Mikey up and I'll bring Omar up, drop these two new Mexican names in that 147 pool. I mean, you know, most people thought Omar Figueroa was going to dog Adrien Broner, just dog him in the fight, outwork him. And the same thing that Shawn Porter did to Adrien Broner. Right? He dogged him. He outworked him. Broner didn't throw enough punches. So, you know, I think most people will be like, intriguing, interesting, question mark. What can happen in that fight? You know, is Porter too big, you know, for Omar, who's never fought a guy like that, like that linebacker wrestling type, and they both got similar styles, you know. Maybe one's more athletic than Shawn Porter, but Omar is just as relentless as Shawn Porter. So, I mean, it just throws. I mean, you just I can't believe, because me and you were talking before the show, and I was like thinking, and then you came up with this fight. I'm like, damn, bro, that's some matchmaking skills right there. This fight imagine if this fight's on Showtime, fuck, people gonna be tuning in. Like, and Shawn Porter he's not the one on the Al Heyman PBC side that has pull, man. You know what I mean? He doesn't have pull. He would have pull if he would have beat Kell Brook, or he would have won the Thurman fight, but his situation is what it is. And I respect Porter. He's come on our show, graced us, and he's cool as shit. I mean, humble, down-to-earth kind of guy. But, it's he don't have the pull because of the hard losses he's taken. So, maybe he might not like the Omar Figueroa name. Maybe, because he feels he deserves, but at the moment, it's like, bro, you might as well go get some big W's because when's the last time he really got a big W? You can't count Granados and Berto as big W's. Like the Alexander fight, back when he won the championship. He's
Broner
had good
fight.
fights. Yeah, the Broner fight was a big W. So there's another Omar. That's a big W right there. You might as well get that while you're waiting for Keith because you don't want to fight Spence. I'm just saying, man. That's my take on it. Who would I pick to win the fight? Shit, you're right. He did hurt his hand against Granados. That was just proven. But, he did hurt his hand against Granados, so I give Porter the benefit of the doubt. I think he would have dogged him a little more down the stretch, but Granados is super tough. We're going to find out everything we need to know about Omar Figueroa. A lot of people are going to comment, did you not see Omar he didn't fight that good against DeMarco and this and that when he was injured? But he came back and he just fucking retired Guerrero like nobody. Guerrero's been through a lot of wars. Maybe he's a wounded soldier. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of question marks in this fight, no doubt about it. But when you snatch up Omar versus Shawn Porter, just like we were talking about Mikey, Danny, we're talking as interesting of fights as you're going to get. So, there's no need to beat around the bush. We don't need to see Omar Berto or Omar Skeete. Just give us Omar and, give us Omar Porter, give us Danny, Mikey, give us them fights. Those are the type of fights we want to see. That's all I got.